However, the history of this region stretches back further and is deeper than most believe. This is the history of the United States of America. Before the formation of the United States, the history of the continent claims diverse and intriguing evolution. The documented voyages and later death of Christopher Columbus paved the way for further Spanish and Portuguese expeditions, which were to reveal the existence of South America. With more accurate data and instruments at their disposal, references by mapmakers stated this was a new world. As stories were told of this new world, many people were intrigued and wanted to see for themselves. Therefore, the United States was to become a nation of immigrants, filled with unwavering optimism and determination to succeed. However, before the settlement by Europeans and prior to explorers chartering the coastlines, the continent was inhabited by various native communities. It is theorized the first people came via Beringia, a land bridge that connected Russia and Alaska during the Ice Age. As the world temperature increased, the glaciers melted, raising the sea levels and thereby closing the land bridge. Over time, these first hunter-gatherers migrated throughout the continent and were the ancestors of all Native Americans. A variety of people, societies, languages, and cultures subsequently developed, most of which have been wiped out today. The land, climate, and nature were significant influences in the lives and beliefs of those who occupied it. One of the earliest societies was the Mississippi culture, where archaeology is established that they built raised cities and ceremonial burial mounds with urban settlements sustained by a commendable trading network. In the Southwest, the Pueblos were known to have constructed complex multi-story villages built out of stone to the northeast. 5 and later 6 nations banded together to form the Iroquois Confederacy. They developed a centralized democratic government which comprised of representative chiefs. It is argued that this confederacy was formed shortly before European contact by the peacemaker. However, the actual date is hearsay as no records exist. Perhaps the earliest noteworthy explorer was Leif Erikson, a Norse explorer who during the 11th century was blown off course en route to Greenland. This natural storm led to his discovery of the island today now known as Newfoundland. But the Norse named this land Vineland. A settlement was constructed on the northern tip of the island. But the settlement proved not to be viable and quickly faded. During the 5th century, Europe was enjoying a safe land passage, reaching to India and even as far as China. These trade routes along the Silk Road enabled sources of valuable goods, such as silks and spices, to be traded with the fall of Constantinople to the Ottoman Empire.